Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 7 days. And if you're new here, I am Divine Light, and this is going to be a collective reading. And if you go on to enjoy this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it as well. It means a lot to me, and it helps the channel grow, okay? I'm actually using here the rose quartz. This is the stone of love. So I'm sending you lots of love energies. Let's start with your coffee cup. Then we're going to pull a card for each day to see what's happening. And I see there's a cloud above you here outside, maybe in the middle or towards the weekend, not in the middle of the week. You might actually receive an answer that's not going to be clear. The thing is, though, it is going to give you an idea when this comes, because it seems like maybe there's something you think you're expecting somebody else to solve is going to inspire you to solve it yourself. You're going to have like this sharp idea of what to do about it. There's a pathway opening. Someone might be traveling towards you, coming up with good gifts. And I also see phone lines forming. Maybe you're also connecting with people or some energies that you want to connect with. I saw here the goldfish, and then when I look at on the other side, I see a dog right there, the ear of the dog. The goldfish tend to I heard it from somewhere that they tend to grow into the spaces that you put in them. So like the catfish, they grow if they're in a small environment, they stay the same, but if they're in a bigger environment, they can grow. Gold is the color of abundance that we consider today, the prosperity. Also, I feel the gold energy as because it's been used in the communication devices and electronic devices. This can also be symbolizing your goldfish communication skills that you need to utilize. And so maybe in the beginning of the week, you're going to find yourself in this kind of looks like a coral reef to me. There's a person here maybe trying to pull a part of it. So you're going to be the goldfish, which is your element environment. You're protecting this environment, but not with force, but with words, with gentleness, with tact, and also maybe kindness. You're going to, but with the gentle words, but in a stern attitude, you are taking charge because you're like right on the bottom of it. This can be even a structure that really depends on you to move on. It can be a teamwork at work. Maybe you are actually the root of everything, or this can be in family that you're the one who's the ground of everything. Another thing here is the fish has the energy of prosperity and abundance, and maybe you are the source who brings in the abundance into this space. Someone might come in and maybe pull a part of it without asking, or maybe if there's a garden, there's a flower in your garden, someone who wants to pull a piece of it without asking for permission. This is your job here to actually ward off the evil, but in a tactful way. Okay, I see here in the beginning of the week, there's a legal paper kind of shows up in a shape of a cup. This can be emotionally fulfilling offer coming into your life, and after the offer, this person shows up. Maybe someone is offering you something, but without bringing the exchange, they want to take first. That's why you are like intervening the situation. And there are phone lines forming here. Maybe you're even calling up a big crowd to have a conversation with them and let them know that there's a person like that, and or there's a situation happening. That be aware and protect your boundaries, because I feel like they're like even creating a wall here to be protected from this person. And there's also there's kind of looking like a chunk of money on the bottom, and I see a unicorn maybe swimming towards it. I know the unicorns do not really swim, but kind of looks like a narwhal as well. I think narwhals were the inspiration for the unicorn. I read it somewhere. I'm not really sure if that's the case, or they're mythological, or they used to exist in the Atlantis timeline, but the narwhal has this kind of like long horn. Horn is a protective agent. That's what we don't really consider. This is something that the animals use to protect themselves, or if they get stuck, they can like lift off the branches and stuff with it. So this can be someone who's protective of your energy and protective of your prosperity or some opportunities coming your way. So this doesn't have to be a family member or someone close to you. This can be someone who's also benefiting, because the fish indicates opportunities, but also I feel like here this creature is benefiting from what they're getting you from. And maybe you don't really have someone like this right now. This can be like a lawyer, this can be an accountant, this can be an advisor. When you are good, they're good. So that's why they're protecting what's coming to you as an opportunity. This can be a recruiter if you're talking to someone, if you haven't talking to yet, because if you make money, they make money. So this person is someone connected to you, but I feel that there's a negative energy surrounding it. Maybe you're not really happy to give them something, but that can be like real estate brokers also. But the thing is that can be the thing that is blocking the blessing, because I see that you're showing here up as a peacock, which is a symbol of your beauty that you're showing off. And this can be a person that is actually like putting a light on it, shining it, helping you shine better. This can even be like, now I'm thinking a makeup artist, okay? Someone who is, if that's the case, maybe you're going to go on TV or you're going to like shoot a record. This can be someone giving you, according to your complexion, the right advice, okay? So the thing is though, maybe this is like you don't really want to spare anything to that. However, though, you see there's a sun shining under it. So if you understand with love, that's another energy that I'm getting, because if you give something with resentment, it just turns around and come back as that energy. So not with anger, resentment, or oh, I have to give this to this person energy. When you give it lovingly, it seems like they're going to put a light on you. That's going to actually make you shine. And the thing is, like I said, there's a wall the people are creating here, but the wall is on top of you. So you're going to get a full support from that crowd as well. I know this is a lot of things in the first week, in a week happening, but I feel the energy. So it can be like snowball effect. The things are going to start to roll this week, and then it's going to grow and become something massive, seems like here. And the phone lines forming towards the end of the week, I see here maybe in the weekend, there is like strange energy. The kind of body looks like ostrich. The head looks like that dog from Mickey Mouse, Goofy. So the ostrich tend to be a little bit aggressive and they run fast. I think it's an emu, not ostrich. Emu. Emus tend to be a little bit aggressive. So, but the dog indicates the goofy face can be physically big person. Now I'm thinking maybe this is someone who is physically big, physically aggressive, physically in the sense of maybe like a muscles, or like someone works out, but it doesn't mean that they are mentally that, because the goofy is like a really calm actually, and have like a childish attitude, childlike, not childish, childlike attitude. So it can be someone like that showing up, and you're right behind this person, you're following them. Either this is someone that you're following in the sense of maybe social media following, they're going to inspire you something, because I see there's a light shining here. Maybe this is going to be a new idea that you're going to get inspired by them. Or this can be someone in your life that like their energy is going to inspire you to do something in a different way, or start something, okay? Because we pick up inspirations all day long. Our ability to turn them into material things actually brings us prosperity, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see there's horizon over horizon over horizon. There are 3 different horizons here. There's 3 different goals that maybe you're pursuing, or the things that you're desiring. Timeline-wise, when it comes to the desire, it has some time. There's a second one, which is kind of like, looks like money here. The first one looks like joy. Someone that will bring you joy. But in your heart space, I see there's a mountain. There you go. The fish is right here again. Fish is wealth, abundance, but there is a mountain the fish is trying to climb. This is the thing. There's actually a quote from Einstein. I think if you measure the fish's ability to climb a tree, like he's actually criticizing the school system, then like that can't, that fish cannot amount to anything. And I feel like here, there's an ocean in the bottom. that you can swim, go through, which leads you to your Capricorn, the goat, the resilient energy, and the horse here, wish fulfillment energy here. The thing though, you're trying to make the fish climb up the tree. Okay, so it might require you to actually a little bit stop and reflect and to see other options you have before you push the fish up the tree. Okay, and then when you do, the things are going to start flowing much easier. Like it's going to be like a flow energy. Even there's a mask of the mountain here falling off. Mask can be symbolizing a facade. It's not a real obstacle. You keep thinking it is, but it's not. It is something that you're maybe creating in your mind so you don't get outside of your comfort zone. Okay, so the comfort zone, even though it's painful, it can be easier to deal with at this time. But it seems like though the ocean is right here and there's a heart shape right there. When you follow your heart's desire, that what you love to do, it seems like you're gonna find the ocean rather than going into like trying to make a fish climb a mountain. Let's pull a card for each day. Let's see the energies of that. And if you haven't watched, I'm going to post the fire signs today, planning to post. But I also posted next 2 weeks energies for all signs already. Go ahead and check those ones out, okay? Let's see if this is going to actually cover each other. Okay, the first day we have the Two of Wands. Start planning your future because it seems like the inspiration already came. Because this comes after the Ace of Wands, meaning inspiration, passion, the things you want to manifest, the idea, the feeling. Start planning, start writing things down. And this doesn't have to be knowing what to do, how to attain it. It can be actually, this is what I want and I'm going to do this and this and this today. To maybe you can change the plans, you can change the way you're going, but starting somewhere is the key here within the first day. Second day, we have the Eight of Wands. It seems like some of you are super lucky. We have a lot of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is fast growth and movement. Maybe your plans, when you start taking steps towards it, immediately starting to work, okay? The next day is starting to work right away. The Emperor on the third day. So it seems like you're going to take a charge of a situation. You're going to be leading something. Aries energy we have still. You don't have to be Aries to embody the energy of the Emperor. You can feel that leading powerfully and taking charge, being the first one to do something. Seems like some of you are working on a very unique thing, and the Emperor says that you're going to be the first one to get this thing done. And the fourth thing you might have a little bit challenging. Okay, the Five of Wands is like there are too many cooks in the kitchen. There are too many people competing or giving you advice, maybe causing you to conflict yourself, maybe causing you to think that you're not doing enough. Four of Swords, Five of Wands is the fourth day. So why, I don't know why Four of Swords came to me. So this can be also, let me see on the bottom. Okay. The Tower moment is on the bottom, but the World is here too. When we look at the shadow side of the Five of Wands. So too many cooks in the kitchen can cause a little bit of destruction, but it is going to destruct something that is not really working for you anymore. So you can complete a cycle here. So I feel like maybe some of you have been doing this for a while now, coming up with a plan, idea, getting amazing opportunities, pursuing it, leading it, but then conflict, some no answers coming to you, maybe rejection, conflict, confusion, or just people intervening in your business is actually causing you to demolish this whole thing, structure. But the thing is, when this time, if you pursue and let whatever doesn't work go away, you're going to be able to complete this journey carefully and successfully, it seems. Within the fifth day, we have the Two of Swords, and I feel like that's actually the decision moment because this is the shadow side, what's under it. But it seems like the fifth day, you're going to make a decision, you're going to decide because it seems like there's also the waters are unrest on the background here, like the emotions. You have maybe mental confusion, mental decision-making moment, and emotionally also this is disturbing. However, I feel with this energy, you're going to make a decision that's going to calm the waters down, okay? This or that maybe you have two options. One of them is going to lead you to success. And also, not only that, it is going to calm you down. It's going to give you surety that you are on the right path. We have the fifth day, the sixth here. We have the Hierophant. Oh, beautiful. Why it's beautiful? Because this is authority. This is with the we have the white buffalo calf women here. She is a powerful symbol, and I think in the culture, this is actually believed the first human. So it's like where the whole thing started. So you're going to become this person to launch something. You're going to be the first to do something. And it doesn't matter that you are doing what other people are doing as well. This can be your authenticity, your perfection. The way you are is actually going to be making this situation the first thing ever been made. Okay, so don't think of it too much, because it seems like you already have authority of the situation. Maybe the sixth day of the week, maybe Saturday, you're going to, when you're resting, you're going to get that feeling inside of you that you are on the right pathway and you are going to be the leader of a situation here. Okay, the Hierophant also indicates structure, the rules. Maybe you're going to write down new rules and follow them, or maybe these are the rules that are already set. You're going to obey them in a way that will serve you a lot. That we have here, Ten of Swords. At the end of the week, you might have a dramatic ending. The dramatic ending, I want to pull some more cards here. Queen of Swords, the logic, and we have also Page of Wands on the bottom is the passion. So it seems like here, this is the shadow side, this is the following. You're doing this dramatic ending, something that is not really working for you, that has been, maybe you've been holding on to this story for a while now. You're deciding to put an end to it and walk away from it. And I feel with the World card here, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, this is actually going to end the journey as well and start a new thing. And this time you're going to be walking into this thing with Queen of Swords energy, which is logic, structure, also has compassion in it. But with Page of Wands says that it is going to have a lot of passion. So you're going to be following your heart's desire. Maybe you have been pursuing some things that have been pushed to you for a while now. When you start coming up with the plans of the new inspiration, you're going to have the power to end something that doesn't work for you anymore. Let's pull your oracle guidance for this week. Let's see what the oracle wants you to know. Protection guardian, drop your shields. Shields can be maybe you're defensive about the situation. Maybe this is something that you're defending very hardly, but you don't want to be defending this anymore. This can be a person as well. This is actually telling you that you're being protected already. Drop your shields. You don't have to protect something or try to keep something alive that doesn't work for you. And we have High Priestess, harness mystic power, which is the intuitive gut feeling, intuitive guidance. It's going to be there. Harnessing it, listen to it, get in touch with it, and follow that intuitive guidance, because that's going to lead you towards an easier pathway to the ocean, not to the mountain. We have the Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. This kind of reminds me of the Magician energy with the Virgo and Gemini. We have here all the signs almost. The Aries we have, the fire signs. Page of Wands is fire energy. Again, Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The thing that we were missing was the water, and I feel like she's carrying that energy here, the intuitive guidance. So this is the intuitive guidance. This is actually the Virgo and the Gemini, the Earth. Seems like here when you materialize the intuitive guidance coming to you, you're going to start creating amazing magical stuff, okay? What else? I'm going to pull, if you have an intention, we're going to pull a crystal to charge that intention. Let's see what can be done here. Oh, we have sapphire. Is this sapphire? Yes, I love it. You can take a screenshot of this cards because the writer actually infused the pictures with the energy as well. Royalty, wisdom, knowledge. Fairness rules the kingdom when sapphire wears the crown. Sapphire wields its power through kindness and inspires judgment, bringing good luck and fortune to those who wear it. A gem with a regal presence throughout history, sapphire is considered to be sacred, representing celestial hope and faith. Known as the stone of wisdom, sapphire enhances focus, concentration, and learning abilities. Sapphire activates the third eye and throat chakras, guiding you towards knowledge beyond the stratosphere. You have Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Moon and Saturn energy. And I feel here the sapphire, if you have anything sapphire, you can wear it. And also, this can be like you use the energy of wisdom of the sapphire here to maybe obtain the wisdom so you can go towards with a knowledge to the things that you want, or overall this is like a divine guidance. I kept saying so many times that divine guidance and wisdom and intuition in this reading, and I know these are none of them are tangible that we can hold in our hands. That's why it can be a little bit like frustrating to not being able to quiet your mind and connect with them. The best way, the tangible way that we can receive this kind of guidance is automatic writing, it's called. That grab a pen and paper and start writing down the things coming to your mind, anything, it doesn't matter, and then ask for guidance. Angel, spirits, guides, the higher power, the creator of all that is, please write through me what I need to know about this situation, and write down the situation and keep writing it, and the answer starts to flow. Do not judge it, do not think about it, just write through, like keep writing, and that's actually a tangible way to receive answers most of the time, for me at least. We have your heart path is leading you. Acknowledge your uniqueness, embrace what makes you different. And I felt this energy for the collective that you're watching right now. You have a unique part of you, something unique to you, even though it's the same thing that you do with like what the other people do. Like, I can give an example of maybe you're a fashion designer, you make beautiful stuff, and you're thinking that everybody's making pants and shorts, or maybe everybody's making these stuff. But the thing is, though, your self is unique. Okay, you can be a reader, maybe here that you might be thinking that everybody's interpreting the same cards, but your approach comes from your life experiences and your knowledge, your expression, and there's someone out there who needs to hear that. Okay, so maybe you're a teacher, and your unique style of teaching actually stays with people. So this is maybe something I feel like here overall, this is a skill that you don't really use that much. That's why it keeps coming as like a keep following it, doing it, do not back down, and embrace what makes you different. This actually stuck out in this reading so much. Okay, that's why I feel like maybe this is something that you know you have it, but you don't usually use it. Okay. You're indeed a unique individual. Embrace and cherish that. Love what makes you different. Take the time you need to remove any obstacles that block your vision and keep you from your path. The platypus shows up when it is time for the rest and solitude. It is important for your health that you take breaks from your regular routine. If you can't, take a vacation or daycation. Make a day in nature or at the botanical gardens is all you need to renew your relationship with your higher self. Another thing that I do is day to day, because we cannot run to the botanical gardens every single day, is meditation. Okay, closing your eyes and imagining that you are in a place that you want to be. Okay, that's also a getaway. Remember that everything as it is supposed to be. Know that you are here for a purpose. Nothing is random. What you are experiencing now is a product of past beliefs. You have the opportunity to shift energies with just your thoughts and feelings. They are powerful manifestors. Monitor yours. With wood ducks swimming above, you can easily access the inner knowledge floating just below the surface of your consciousness. Waves of new ideas, new inspirations, and new relationships are on the horizon. We have the sunflower here right about to bloom. Okay, there's an affirmation here for you can use throughout the week. I am opening up to my higher purpose. I'm always ready for what comes next. I'm actually going to write this down on my board because I am the part of the collective as well. Okay, all right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading, and if you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.